Right?
Yeah. Another deep dive I was swimming in was a river of chocolate because I want to talk about Willy's chocolate experience.
Okay.
A blatant Willy Wonka knockoff that had flyers that were made with AI art.
This is a movie?
No, so Willy's Chocolate Experience was an unlicensed event on the based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that took place in Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh my God.
In late February.
What is he called again?
Willy's Chocolate Experience.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Which sounds like a shit thing. Like it sounds like, you know what I mean? It just sounds weird. Chocolate experience? What is a chocolate experience?
Can I just say something about AI art? If you can't make art, there's a reason for that. You shouldn't make AI art giving you the ability to make art. That shouldn't be a thing.
So
I'm sorry.
The event itself promoted itself.
Learn to fucking draw.
It promoted itself as an immersive, interactive family experience. So, and as people pointed out, the posters were AI generated. So they had like weird misspellings, like some weird words, and yeah. So the event was organized by House of Illuminati, a company registered to Billy Coull, Coull, which claims to offer unparalleled immersive experiences.
Yay. Sounds like a huckster who didn't like his day job.
The Rolling Stone also concluded that the organization's websites and events had descriptions that were written by AI chatbot like ChatGPT.
What?
So, like, all the things that were written on the website was AI generated.
Oh, my God. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just fuck you
bad enough
already.
This guy had a ripoff.
I don't even want anything. But, yeah, keep going. But, seriously, nothing is going to redeem you in my eyes at all.
No, it gets worse.
I'm sure it does.
So,
fucking douche.
So, they had...
Can't even write.
They had 3 actors that they were going to have play Willy McDuff. So, not Willy Wonka. Willy McDuff. So it was actor Paul Connell, and they were all given... He mentioned that all of the guys that were cast were only given 1 day to learn the script. Another actor that played Willy McDuff was an 18-year-old, Michael Archibald. It was his first ever acting job. He was given the script at 6 p.m. on a Friday night before the event began Saturday morning. And, yeah. So actor Kirsty Patterson, she played one of the Oompa Loompas that were actually called Wookie Doodles in the script. And there's like memes going around of her, and she's like just not... I really feel bad for her. I feel bad for all the actors in this because they're just trying to get work. And they're like, oh, there's this shitty knockoff kids thing. I just got to say a couple lines. This will be this big ride. And it's just this fucking like fire fest of a rock. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what people got out of the experience, so families that visited Willy's Chocolate Experience, they described what was an empty warehouse that was filled with lackluster decorations, and then some few, if any, promised treats. Instead, parents and kids were given a half cup of lemonade and 2 jelly beans each. So they promised this big immersive ride. It's like a fucking bouncy house and like some shitty posters, and they're given 2 jelly beans and a half a cup of lemonade. In lieu of actual photo, so there was maybe 20 chairs and a couple of tables and a half-inflated bouncy castle. So this is Stuart Sinclair, a father at the event. So in lieu of actual photos, the website featured colorful illustrations and promised a chocolate fantasy, magical surprises, and optical marvels.
Look, it's 2 rats fucking. It's an optical marvel.
It's a chocolate fantasy.
No, that's when the rats go anal. That's when it's a chocolate fantasy.
So the script for the event was titled Wonky Doodles at McDuff's Chocolate Factory, a script. And so
listen, if you have to put a script, if you have to put the words "a script" in your title,
script,
in the title of your script, you fucking already failed.
So the script has Willie McDuff leading an audience through the Garden of Enchantment in the Twilight Tunnel. Once there, the group are confronted by a character called the Unknown, which is described as an evil chocolate an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls.
So we're traumatizing kids.
So we're playing a little
About
fast
chocolate.
and loose here.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
the Unknown is getting its own movie from this, a horror movie. Because why not?
Of fucking course.
So the Unknown seeks to steal the magical anti-graffiti gobstopper from McDuff's imagination lab.
I hope the guy who fucking put all this on is getting paid fucking gobs of money for the Unknown
like
horror
a
movie.
gobstopper.
He is, isn't he?
Probably. The gobstopper is a
piece of shit.
sweet so powerful it can make any room sparkle without lifting a finger. So McDuff defeats the Unknown by amplifying the power of the gobstopper and causing his enemy to be gently swept up by a robotic vacuum, humorously ending the confrontation. So he gets swept up by a vacuum.
And why humorlessly? You can make that funny.
The script was unusual in that it included stage directions for the audience and descriptions of their reactions.
What?
Connell, one of the actors again, Connell, I think it was, what was his name again?
Oh, it don't matter.
No, this is important because it's Paul, it's Paul Connell.
Okay.
Said that, hold on, I lost the script here. He said,
Jesus.
So Connell said it was 15 pages of AI-generated gibberish of me just monologuing these mad things, and compared the vacuum cleaner plot point to the video game Luigi's Mansion, which is true. Most of Luigi's Mansion is you got like this vacuum that sucks up all the ghosts.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
So yeah, it's a pretty wild thing, and it's like it's just a crazy thing of like how this stuff still happens, and even worse, it's like bad AI.
Of course.
That
Which, guess what? Get ready for more of that bullshit. I've got to come out and say it. I'm going to do this later on Twitter too. I have to come down against AI art and AI generated like art. How do I say this? Some people are meant to make art and some people aren't. I'm sorry, but that's true. And when you have people who aren't meant to make art being able to make art with the help of computers, that's just a match made in hell to me. I really, really, really hate it. And my brother is an artist, and I am a musician. And so far it's been mostly artists that have been harmed by this, but I have no doubt that at some point they're going to try and start foisting AI-generated music on us and shit.
Oh, they already do with like AI voices.
So, please stop. I understand that you may think it's fun or whatever, and if you're using it for your livelihood, okay. But I really wish you wouldn't. I'm not going to tell you you suck, but I don't like that you're using this.
You shouldn't do it.
No, you shouldn't. But I can't tell you what to do. I just wish you wouldn't.
You little bit. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Whoa, we're getting aggressive.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to wrap things up on this,
yeah.
I think as Paul Connell also says, in some ways it was a world of imagination. Like, imagine that there's a whole chocolate factory here. I spoke to the people running it and thought, surely by the morning it won't look like this. And then I turned up in the morning and it absolutely did. Just the shitty bounce castle and posters. And again, it's like Firefest. It's like this shit. It's crazy this shit still happens, where these con artists get away with shit like this. The event was so bad that police were called at one point. They never really specified what happened at the time that I read this, and it had to be shut down on this Saturday afternoon that it opened. So it didn't even have a full weekend. It was closed on Saturday.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.